Hello there. Thank you. I'm really glad you could join me. Colin Sparrow here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for those ones who are joining us for the first time. Karibuni sana. For those ones who are veterans, I am really glad that you could join me once again, and I do not take any one of you for granted. Kindly subscribe, click on the notification button so that when I upload a video, you become the first person to know about it. You already tried. Today I'm going to talk about sexually transmitted degrees. I know that is a very controversial topic. I know that is something that will touch on raw nerves, but at the end of the day, it is what is happening, and it's very important that we get to know more about these issues and how well we can avoid them and how well they are affecting our careers as professionals. And so 3 years ago, close to 3 years ago, there was an altercation between two lecturers at the Catholic University of East Africa. And the altercation trended for quite a while on Twitter. And the reason for this is because it was an assault and it became very personal. And because of that, the issue was picked up by people, the Kenyans on Twitter, and it started trending. But from this, there was a hashtag Save Queer some 3 years ago. And from this hashtag, it brought to the fore issues to do with students offering themselves or offering their bodies in exchange of degrees. At that particular point when it started, people were talking as if it's not happening. And from that discussion and that hashtag, it was very clear that so many people were using their bodies to get degrees. This is a sad state of affair, but it's what is happening in our institutions of learning. When I was just about to join the human resource profession, one of my friends, and I will also call him a mentor, I asked him what are some of the challenges that he faces. And one of the things that he told me is that there is this time that when he was conducting an interview, and a woman, and he was doing the interview alone, and one of these ladies walks into the room, and she starts stripping. And the guy is asking her, what's happening? And the lady goes like, I am ready to do anything to get that job because things are not good. And at that particular time, he was just preparing me for what to get or what to anticipate in the industry. I've had situations where you call someone for an interview and they come dressed very provocatively. They completely have just dressed out to come and try and lure you or to sway your decision. And as professionals, this is not news. It is something that we face every other day as recruiters. And so this is something that is ailing our society. And it starts from that point where you have to get good grades by all means. And to some extent, you have to give some favors to the lecturer for you to get good grades. Of course, at some point, we also blame the lecturers because as seniors and as adults, they're supposed to be the one guiding the students. And so when they give in or they push for favors for them to also give the degrees or to give the good marks, then they are forming a habit, or rather they are forming an expectation in these students, and the students get so much engrossed in it, and before you know it, it becomes a habit and it becomes their way of life. Now, at the workplace, you'll find a lot of such, where employees will also want to give favors for them to either get promotions or even to be well appraised and all that. It is something that as you're joining the profession that you are in, is that even as a seasoned employee, you need to be aware that there are times that people will want to give favors. Some people even give money. So it is something that is ailing our society. Is it good? It is not. Because if you give favors, or rather if you give a favor for you to get that degree, I kid you not, even when you get that job, you will not be able to perform the job. It is like a conveyor belt where you give favors, you get the degree or you get the marks, which makes you get that upper class honors, and everybody is clapping for you. Now you get interview and you get a job. at the workplace, because you're not good as we want everyone to believe, then you will still want to hold on to that habit because you need to keep a job. Because at the workplace there are performance appraisals that are done, you will want to keep on doing the same so as to get the best appraisals. So at the end of the day, you are able to retain your job because your weaknesses are bound to be found out. If you get a well-meaning organization or a well-meaning boss, your weaknesses are bound to be found out, and you will want to continue doing the same so as to keep that job. So what I'm trying to say is there are people who will want to do all this to keep a job, but at the end of the day, if you give sexual favors for you to get any opportunity, you will need to continue doing the same to retain that opportunity. I don't think any one of us will want to get themselves to such a situation where your body is used for you to get opportunities. It is something that is ailing the society. It is wrong. It is not right, because at the end of the day, you also deny people opportunities because you're using your body to get favors. You're using your body to get opportunities, and other people who are well qualified, people who have toiled their sweat, blood and tears to get to where they are missing opportunities just because you can grow into opportunities and positions horizontally. That is information that I thought you should know. My name is Collins Peru, and thank you for listening.